In the realm of ancient wisdom, the renowned Stoic scholar Seneca once remarked that our key to success lies in choosing companions who inspire our growth, individuals whose mere presence beckons forth our finest qualities. You may be familiar with the age-old adage suggesting that you are the average of the 5 individuals you spend the most time with. Today, we embark on a philosophical journey to explore this notion through the Stoic perspective. Delving into the Stoic teachings, we'll delve into the 6 archetypes of individuals capable of thwarting your progress in the Stoic philosophy. This exploration aims to equip you with the tools to navigate these intricate relationships skillfully. Before we embark on this insightful journey, I kindly ask for your support in liking this video, contributing to the dissemination of Stoic philosophy. For those who haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to subscribe and ring the bell to ensure you don't miss any upcoming videos. Now, let's explore the different types of people that can influence our Stoic journey. Number 1, the Endless Critic. In every social circle, there exists an individual, be it a friend, family member, or co-worker, who thrives on criticism. This person seems to possess an innate ability to find flaws in every situation, whether it be a project, an idea, or even a simple decision. Their constant barrage of critiques can wear down even the most resilient spirits, and you may find yourself questioning your abilities and choices. The Stoic philosophy, with its emphasis on inner strength and resilience, provides valuable insights on how to navigate relationships with perpetual critics. Just as exposure to chronic complainers can drain your emotional energy, consistent interaction with an endless critic can erode your self-confidence. Stoicism teaches us to focus on actionable solutions rather than being consumed by criticism. Imagine working closely with someone who perpetually criticizes every aspect of a project. Meetings become platforms for destructive critiques, hindering progress and stifling creativity. The impact on team morale is tangible, and you may find yourself questioning the value of your contributions. So how does Stoicism guide us in dealing with an endless critic? Firstly, consider limiting your exposure to such individuals whenever possible. If that's not feasible, perhaps due to familial or professional ties, your second option is to mentally distance yourself during their critical tirades. Think of their criticisms as passing clouds, temporary and powerless against the unwavering mountain that is your inner strength. Another strategy is to redirect the conversation towards solutions or more constructive topics. To borrow from Marcus Aurelius, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This timeless Stoic wisdom encourages us to safeguard our mental peace diligently, ensuring that constant criticism doesn't sway us from our Stoic journey of resilience and virtue. Number 2, the chaos catalyst. Picture your life's journey as a ship peacefully sailing through calm waters. However, on this voyage, you encounter the tumultuous whirlpool known as the chaos catalyst. This individual seems to be a perpetual source of crises, conflicts or controversies, acting like a whirlpool with the disconcerting ability to draw you into their vortex of chaos. Initially, you might be enticed by the chaos catalyst's energy, mistakenly interpreting it as passion or excitement. Yet you soon come to realize that being in their orbit is akin to navigating a ship through a storm exhausting and perilous. Dealing with chaos catalysts is particularly challenging because their crises can often become intertwined with your own. Their chaos is contagious, and you may find yourself embroiled in conflicts that were initially not your concern. Consider a practical example. You have a friend who frequently falls out with others in your social circle. Today, they're not talking to Sarah. Tomorrow, it's Tom. Your friend seeks your advice, but you notice this cycle never ends, and suddenly you find yourself at odds with Sarah or Tom because you tried to intervene. In such situations, a useful strategy is reflective listening. Instead of offering advice or taking sides, mirror their words back to them. For instance, if they say, "I can't believe Sarah said that about me," you could respond with, "So you're feeling betrayed by Sarah's words." This technique enables you to provide emotional support without becoming entangled in the drama. Another counterintuitive approach is to become selectively unavailable. Stoicism reminds us to highly value our time, and sometimes this means being unavailable for other people's recurring crises, especially if they lack resolution. Turn off your phone during certain hours, create focused periods for work or personal development, and make it known that during these times you are not to be disturbed. To paraphrase Seneca, true happiness is enjoying the present without anxious dependence on the future. This perspective can be particularly helpful when dealing with chaos catalysts. Instead of anxiously anticipating the next crisis, concentrate on the present moment where you have control. Enjoy your life and don't let it be disrupted by someone else's chaos. Make it a point to sail your ship calmly, steering clear of whirlpools that threaten your voyage toward personal growth and tranquility. Number 3, the eternal blamer. Imagine life as a chess game where each player has the same pieces, and the common goal is to checkmate the opponent's king. Players think strategically, make sacrifices and take risks. Enter the eternal blamer. In this game, blame is consistently shifted towards the board, the pieces, or even their opponent for every misstep. According to them, they are perpetually in checkmate not due to their choices, but because of an external force working against them. Their life narrative unfolds as an endless tale of woe, with themselves cast as the helpless protagonist. "I can't advance in my job because my boss dislikes me," or "I can't get fit because I have bad genetics," are their constant refrains. While acknowledging that some individuals face genuine hardships and systemic issues, the eternal blamer we're discussing transforms their predicament into a permanent excuse. They adamantly refuse to take responsibility for their actions or lack thereof. You might find yourself entangled in their storyline, playing the supporting character who constantly needs to rescue them. Picture spending countless hours listening to a friend blaming their failed relationships entirely on their ex-partners. This not only consumes your time, but may subtly encourage you to adopt a similar victim mindset. So, what's your move when dealing with an eternal blamer? It might be tempting to become their savior, offering endless advice and emotional support. However, the Stoics would caution against this. They recommend drawing a firm boundary to protect your own mental state. Employ a technique known as compassionate detachment. Show empathy and kindness, but refrain from trying to rescue them from situations they need to navigate themselves. Offer a listening ear, but resist becoming their perpetual problem solver. As Marcus Aurelius once said, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice. If you find yourself drawn into the eternal blamer's narrative, resist the urge to become one yourself. Seize control of your own game board, make strategic moves, and remember, in the chess game of life, being perpetually in checkmate is often a choice, not a fate. Keep your pieces moving forward, make strategic sacrifices when necessary, and play not for revenge or pity, but for growth and wisdom. Number 4, the unrealistic optimist. We all encounter that individual who seems to radiate perpetual sunshine, showering you with rainbows and an unending cascade of emojis. This person's default advice is to just be happy, no matter the storm clouds gathering around you. Dismissing your genuine feelings and experiences with a nonchalant wave of glittery optimism, they encourage you to envision life as a flawless garden full of blooming flowers, devoid of weeds or pests. However, the unrealistic optimist is resolute in ignoring any aspect of life that doesn't resemble a perfect rose in full bloom. Whether you're grappling with the metaphorical aphids on your leaves or navigating through the aftermath of a tough breakup, their counsel remains steadfast. There are plenty of fish in the sea, just smile and be happy. While their intentions may sound uplifting, this relentless positivity can leave you feeling invalidated and detached from reality. How do you tend to your emotional garden without letting the unrealistic optimist trample it with their indiscriminate sprinkling of good vibes only? One effective strategy is to engage them in a thoughtful discussion that embraces both light and shadow. When they urge you to look on the bright side and appreciate your health, consider responding with acknowledgement and nuance. Yes, I'm grateful for my health, but it's also okay for me to feel upset about this specific issue. Both emotions can coexist. Psychologists suggest employing emotional granularity, the ability to feel and differentiate between a wide range of emotions, both positive and negative. When the unrealistic optimist insists on unwavering happiness, take a moment to recognize and label your nuanced feelings. Saying, "I'm feeling a bit melancholic today due to X, and that's okay," can be a liberating affirmation. Drawing inspiration from Stoic philosophy, remember Seneca's wisdom. True happiness is to understand our duties toward God and man, to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. A Stoic approach doesn't mean focusing solely on the positive or negative. It's about embracing life's complexity with equanimity. So, the next time the unrealistic optimist showers their confetti on your carefully tended emotional garden, take a step back. Acknowledge that a garden needs both sunshine and rain to flourish. Embrace your full emotional spectrum and continue nurturing your garden with the richness and complexity it deserves. Number 5. The Puppet Master. Imagine your life as an intricately written movie script, where you are the main character, shaping the storyline with envisioned twists, allies, mentors, and a clear vision for the final act. Now, enter the Puppet Master, a shadowy producer who possesses the cunning ability to subtly rewrite your script without your awareness, leading you to one day discover that your narrative has taken an unexpected turn. The Puppet Master is a virtuoso in emotional and psychological manipulation. Employing tactics such as flattery, guilt trips, or even deceit, they deftly steer you in a direction that exclusively benefits them. Perhaps you have a friend who consistently persuades you to cover the bill for dinners, framing it as a small favor due to their tough month and your apparent success. Over time, you realize your generosity has been exploited, yet calling them out feels uncomfortable because they've cleverly portrayed it as a favor to a friend in need. Navigating the tricky business of handling a puppet master requires finesse. One method to counteract their tactics is what experts call fogging, agreeing with any truth in their statements, but refusing to be swayed by emotional coercion. For instance, if they say, "You're so successful, you should cover dinner," you could respond, "You're right that I've been doing well, but let's split the bill as we usually do." Setting clear boundaries and steadfastly enforcing them is another critical approach. If the puppet master attempts to borrow money or involve you in uncomfortable tasks, assertively saying no while maintaining a calm tone can be empowering. For example, "I can't lend money, but I'm here to offer emotional support." Drawing inspiration from Stoic thought, recall Epictetus's wisdom. We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. The puppet master thrives on your predictable reactions, manipulating your kindness, guilt, or desire for approval. By choosing to respond differently, you regain control of your script. If you detect a puppet master in your life, remember that you are the one holding the pen. Your storyline is yours to write, and while the cast may include a variety of characters, the protagonist's journey, your journey, should always be guided by your own values and decisions. Reclaim your script and don't let anyone manipulate the narrative of your life. Number 6. The time drainer. Visualize your daily routine as a meticulously composed symphony, with each task or commitment represented as an instrument that, when played together, creates a harmonious balance. Yet, here comes the time drainer, screeching off-key, disrupting your melody, and transforming your beautiful composition into discordant noise. The time drainer isn't necessarily malicious. In fact, they might seem quite benign. It could be a colleague interrupting you with trivial questions, fragmenting your productive workday, or a friend inviting you to numerous social events that don't align with your interests, making you feel obligated to attend and draining your time and energy. These interactions may appear inconsequential in the moment, but the cumulative effect can be profoundly disruptive. So, how do you shield your symphony from being marred by a time drainer? One effective strategy is the Pomodoro technique, a time management method involving breaking your work into intervals, typically 25 minutes, separated by short breaks. During these intervals, you make it explicit that you are not to be disturbed, setting a boundary to protect your most productive times from being nibbled away. If you find yourself dealing with a social time drainer, remember that saying no is not just okay. It's essential for your well-being. Instead of offering elaborate excuses, a simple, "I appreciate the invite, but I can't make it," suffices. Declining an invitation is not a rejection of the person, it's an affirmation of your own needs and priorities. In the words of Seneca, life, if well lived, is long enough. Stoicism teaches us that time is one of our most precious resources, one that should be allocated wisely. It's the canvas upon which we paint the portrait of our lives, and we should be highly selective about who and what deserves a stroke of our brush. In the grand composition of your life, ensure that each note, each instrument, each melody aligns with your greater purpose. Don't let the disruptive intrusion of a time drainer throw your symphony into disarray. Hold the baton firmly and conduct your life with purpose, ensuring that every moment is a note well played in your harmonious masterpiece. As we approach the culmination of today's exploration into characters that can divert us from the path of Stoic resilience and wisdom, let's not overlook the crucial role of self-awareness. While it's easy to identify these types in others, the more challenging and enlightening task is to look within. Are you perhaps unintentionally playing one of these roles in someone else's life? Remember, Stoicism isn't solely about navigating the external world. It's equally about understanding and improving ourselves. If today's discussion has triggered a realization, an epiphany, or even just a bit of introspection, I'd love to hear from you in the comments section. Share your thoughts, recount your experiences, and let's engage in a dialogue that enriches us all. So, until next time, may your choices align with your virtues, may your actions reflect your wisdom, and may your life be the masterpiece you're meant to create.